Welcome to the show, Mr. Chatterjee.
Thank you.
So let's start with understanding what is Godrej Infotech all about. We know Godrej is a popular brand. I've been hearing about it since my early youth. So what's Godrej Infotech into?
As you rightly said, Godrej is a familiar name to all of us. And as an organization, Godrej believes in having Godrej products in every home and workplace. We started Godrej Infotech as an IT arm of Godrej almost 2 decades back. And after starting that operation, it was felt that it is important or relevant for us to move outside external worldwide. I think in the last 2 decades, we have done pretty well in terms of moving across. See, originally we started as just an IT arm of Godrej Group. And around 2 decades back, it was decided that we should spread our wings and move to the external world. And that's how I think in the last 2 decades, we have been successful in establishing our credentials, not only in the India market, but we moved into the Middle East, we went to the APAC region, Europe, US. So we have more or less coverage across the globe. We are providing technology solutions and services, and we are proud to say that we are now a full service provider. We are kind of adopting the model of shop floor to top floor, as we call it. So starting from the infrastructure layer to the database to the business applications layers like Microsoft, Infor, or Oracle ERP solutions, we have also added some of the technology solutions. We have moved into the cloud. So we provide services around on-premise, on-cloud solutions. But we have also added technology solutions in the digital space. We have done in the normal technology like .NET, Java, SharePoint. But more so, we see traction in the new technology areas like augmented reality, the robotic process automation, IoT, and all these solutions. So these are certain things which we are kind of adopting and moving to the market. Considering that we have a global clientele, we support them on a follow the sun model, and we have a 24/7 help desk which supports the customer worldwide. As an organization, we also believe on the social responsibility. We have actually kind of set a mission to ensure that we enable value and growth for all our stakeholders. And when I say stakeholders, it not only includes the investors, but our customers, our employees, partners. So from that perspective, we have also taken up a lot of CSR initiatives. And that is mainly in providing training on the IT solutions to the underprivileged youth to make them more employable. And that's the focus of our CSR initiative. We kind of provide them training in the new technology areas, primarily to equip them to grow in the organization. That's in a nutshell what the organization is all about.
That's a very wide spectrum, and I'm sure something like that can only be done by a group like Godrej, which is end to end. I would like to talk about or hear from you about SMAC, the solution that you provide. What is it all about?
See, this journey started sometimes around 2016 when this was a buzzword before the digital transformation word came into being. So social mobility, analytics, and cloud, these are certain things which we felt are the way forward. So we started adopting these technology solutions. We build competencies around those areas. We build our employee in terms of technology adoption. And that's how we have been engaged with the customers. But when we say we have been a full service provider, we actually have engaged our customers on multifaceted way. Just give a story of something what happened maybe a decade back when we engaged with a customer. It's a global customer for us. And they had come to us with a problem statement stating that we have problems in our supply chain and inventory management. And that's where we engaged with them to understand, study their business systems, the processes, and then recommend what could be the best practices and the technology solutions which can enable them address those challenges. Today, 10 years down the line, we have done multiple things for them. We have transformed them in terms of adopting new technologies, migrating them to new areas of offerings. And now we are in discussion to ensure them that the new age technologies are being adopted to them. And these are certain things which we do with all our customers, irrespective of their size, scale, or operations. That is the business model that we engage. The advantage that we bring to the table for the customers is our domain knowledge. And that's the key focus for us, or a differentiator.
When you're doing something like that, when you're transforming a company from an existing platform or a solution to a new one, there are a lot of legacy issues. The transformation is not as easy and smooth. So could you share some of your experiences when you undertook this for your clients, and how was it for the benefit of the large audience?
Yeah, this is a very important and interesting area and very close to our heart. As you know, we have a very large operation of our internal group, Godrej & Boyce. And through the years, we have adopted this model of transformation for them. There are a lot of legacy systems, as you rightly said. There are a lot of combination of packaged and bolt-on systems which are being built, both for our internal operations as well as customers. So the first thing that we do when we engage with the customer, we try and understand their business challenges and pain. And when we do that, there are opportunities for us to actually enable the customer to move ahead in terms of modifications which they might have done through the years, and how can the standard solutions be adopted by them. And that is what we do in terms of process refinement. So before getting into the technology, our approach is enabling them in refining their processes and take the benefit of the best practices which we have been able to bring to the table by virtue of a large establishment like Godrej & Boyce and our global customers. So the industry practices are brought into the table, and the customer is not only benefiting from the refinement of the process, but also adoption of the technology, where they are able to change or migrate to the new technology and adopt those technology.
So while doing this, when you look at Indian market vis-a-vis the international market, the global market, where do you think the mindset of adapting to a transformation is happening faster? Is Indian market equally ready, or Indian businesses, especially from this medium segment, are equally ready for a transformation?
See, transformation is everywhere and it is universal now. I think what has happened because of this pandemic, the mindshare has changed in a big way. What was tentative earlier on, everybody has realized that there is a need of transformation, getting more digital. Even in the last 3 years, we have been seeing a lot of traction in this area. In fact, as we know, almost 70% of the CEOs, even in the mid-sized companies, are getting themselves involved in this transformation journey. And I think 3 things which they find it relevant and important. One is how they are able to save cost, mostly from remote operations, how they are able to improve the employee productivity and reducing the employee turnover. And these 3 areas are actually forcing them or pushing them to adopt technology in a big way. We are seeing traction in terms of engagement, in terms of the enablement in that area. What happened when the pandemic started is a big boost. As I said, we have experienced for our internal larger operation, in one day, we all got to know that we have to be operating outside our office. And this was true for all customers, big, small, everywhere across the globe. It's a universal phenomena that happened. For us, we had a lot of business requirements to be handled on a continuous basis. So our team actually went ahead and in 48 hours, they enabled not only almost about 6,000 users to get into Microsoft Teams so that we are all connected and also get connected to our customers worldwide, a VPN and RDP solution, remote desktop solution, to enable 3,000 plus users to get connected to the systems and be operational and connected all through the time. It all happened in just 48 hours. And we were able to be up and running into the business. None of the businesses got impacted because of remote working, although traditionally we have not been doing that as much. But in the last 9 months, we have experienced that how things can be really done effectively, even working remote. We are taking these solutions to our customers, and they also are finding a big advantage and benefit of that. We are engaging with them, providing this offering and the solutions. And now everybody is kind of adopting these remote working models, apart from something like analytics, because customers want to have more informed decision. And an analytical solution is enabling them doing that. They're also adopting cloud migration, because that is another area where we can move from a CapEx kind of investment model to an OpEx model. So we do see a lot of traction in digital transformation adoption. And that's a very good sign for us as a partner to those customers within India and overseas as well.
Such a short period of time, within 48 hours, you could migrate or provide solution or bring thousands of people onto a single platform. That's really commendable. Now, Godrej, as in the technology world, is a late entrant, if I can say that, if I may say that. What are those things that made Godrej kind of become a force to reckon with in this space?
There are a few things which actually made that difference. One, of course, the brand itself. So we got the leverage of the visibility or the recognition from the customers at large. Second is the benefit of the Godrej operations itself. It's a very large customer for us as Godrej Infotech. And while we are enabling them adopt new technologies, managing their entire systems end to end, from infrastructure to the application to the new age technology, adopting innovation for their operations, that story actually has been a very, very compelling story for customers to engage with us. We, unlike other competitors for us who are pure play IT providers, we believe in business being first. And that's where our engagement with the customer in terms of business understanding is the prime. And that's what is actually being appreciated by the customer, because we can understand their pain areas, their challenges. And the beauty is we have a combination of experienced guys who have been into the industry, into the respective domain, and we focus in manufacturing, retail, or projects. So these are people who have been into this industry space. So they have the experience and they can speak the language of the customer, understand it much well. And we have a combination of the Gen X and Gen Ys who are adaptable to new technologies. So it's like kind of a model where one is complementing the other in terms of learning, in terms of experience. And that combination actually helps us in a big way when we get into a customer space. That is where we have been able to position ourselves to all our overseas and international customers, apart from the Indian customers as well.
As a big company, as an MNC company and a brand, are you also engaging or working with Indian startups? Because startups are known to come up with, crazy ideas, amazing ideas. So are you working with them? And if yes, in what, how are they complementing you in your business?
Corporate mission, I think we are very nimble and flexible in terms of our engagement. We believe in customer engagement and creating value for them. It is not really by the size, but it is by the virtue of what we can offer and deliver to them and how they appreciate that perspective from our side. Over the last 2 decades that we have been into this business, there are enough and more startup companies that we have engaged with, and we have enabled them to grow. They are large enterprises now who had been with us 20 years back or maybe 10 years back, and they have grown in that process. So we do engage with startup companies, small size companies, to help them leverage the understanding that we can offer and the technology solutions that we can bring to the table. But apart from that, we also have a model of empaneling a partner ecosystem, which is the startup companies who have kind of adopted niche technologies, and how we can leverage their experience and knowledge, not only leveraging them, but also giving them a platform and exposure to the international customers. So we have a plethora of partners in different technology areas, and we keep on driving them. We have a giant go-to-market along with them, so that not only we can adopt or leverage their experience, but also give them an opportunity for the experience that we gain from our global and international customers. So in both forms, startup is something which we align with.
So for all the startups and entrepreneurs who would be listening to this interview, on their behalf, I would like to ask, if they have to reach out to you, how do they connect with you?
We do have posted our contacts in all kinds of social media and website, and they can definitely reach out to us. If their solutions and models align with our strategy, we are most happy to engage and work together. As I said, we build a giant go-to-market so that it kind of aligns both of our objectives, and we can create a bigger value for our customer. Innovation and sustainability is the need of the hour. So I think wherever we find a partner is focused in that area, we are absolutely fine working together and building that for ourselves, growth for them, growth for us, and for the customer as well.
NASDAQ 2020 is showcasing top 50 companies, which includes your company. What does it mean for your company to be part of NASDAQ 2020?
We have been with NASDAQ for quite some time, but what was different this time is that they created this forum for connecting multiple other customers and prospects from across the country and even overseas. We have been in touch with them in connecting of how we can leverage the understanding and knowledge of the customers, their business challenges, and how we can enable them through the technology solutions. So we have been interacting very closely with NASSCOM, NASDAQ being one of the platform which we have really found as an interesting area to participate, where we get an opportunity to not only collaborate, network with the customers and partners, but also showcase what is the value that we bring to the table for them. So we are very keen on participating in this event, showcasing and interacting with multiple customers across the world.
Finally, My Startup TV is a channel for startups and MSMEs. What is your take on a platform like ours?
You're doing a fantastic job, I will tell you. I was browsing through your site to find out what all is happening in MyStar TV. And what I found, there are exciting stuffs there, not only from the technology, but from the business point of view also. And there are some cool things which has been adopted by different companies and how they are presenting it. And by MyStar TV platform, you're actually enabling them to propagate and help others to get connected. So it's a fantastic job that you're doing. All compliments to you and your team. And I wish best of luck for your all ventures going forward.
Thank you, Mr. Chatterjee. Thank you very much for joining us. And we look forward to hosting you on some of our other shows. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Have a great day.